In the shadows of the jungle floor, something ancient is moving. You cannot hear it, you cannot see it. Yet, if you are small enough, warm, blooded enough, or careless enough, this silent presence may already be measuring you. Not with eyes filled with emotion, but with instinct sharpened over millions of years. This is the python, a living relic of Earth's deep past, a predator that kills without venom, without claws, and without mercy, using only the unstoppable force of its own body. Pythons are among the oldest and most effective hunters ever to evolve. Long before humans built cities or wrote history, these snakes were already perfecting their method of survival. Their story begins more than 50 million years ago, when primitive snakes began adapting to life as ambush predators. Over time, pythons spread across Africa, Asia, and Australia, shaping themselves to deserts, rainforests, wetlands, grasslands, and even rocky mountains. Wherever prey existed, pythons followed, quietly embedding themselves into the balance of nature. A python's body is its greatest weapon. Thick, muscular, and built like living steel, every inch of its length is designed for power. Some species remain relatively small, but others, like the reticulated python and Burmese python, can reach lengths longer than a bus, weighing more than a grown human. Their skin, patterned in complex mosaics of browns, golds, and blacks, acts as perfect camouflage, breaking up their outline in dappled light. In the stillness of the forest, a python does not need to chase. It waits, becoming part of the landscape itself. Unlike venomous snakes, pythons rely on constriction, a method often misunderstood. When a python strikes, it does not immediately crush its prey. First, it anchors itself, teeth curved backward like hooks to prevent escape. Then, in a fraction of a second, coils of muscle wrap around the victim. Each time the prey exhales, the snake tightens. Contrary to popular belief, death comes not from suffocation, but from cardiac arrest. Blood flow is cut off, organs shut down, and within moments, the struggle ends. It is precise, efficient, and terrifyingly effective. The python's skull is another marvel of evolution. Its jaws are not fused like those of mammals. Instead, they are connected by elastic ligaments, allowing the mouth to open impossibly wide. A python can swallow prey much larger than its own head, from birds and monkeys to deer, pigs, and even crocodiles. The process is slow and deliberate. Teeth walk the prey inward, muscles contracting in rhythmic waves as the animal disappears into darkness. Once swallowed, digestion begins, powered by stomach acid strong enough to dissolve bone. After a massive meal, a python enters a different phase of life. Movement slows, metabolism shifts, organs actually enlarge to handle digestion, then shrink again afterward, a rare ability in the animal kingdom. For days or even weeks, the python may not need to eat again. This feast, or famine lifestyle, allows it to survive in environments where food is unpredictable. It is patience turned into biology. Despite their fearsome reputation, pythons are not mindless killers. Their intelligence is subtle, expressed through sensory awareness, rather than problem-solving in the human sense. Heat-sensing pits along their jaws allow them to detect warm, blooded prey even in total darkness. A mouse hiding under leaves glows like a beacon to a python's perception. Their tongues flick constantly, tasting the air, gathering chemical information, and delivering it to the Jacobson's organ, creating a three-dimensional map of scent. Most pythons live solitary lives. They do not form packs or families, yet their interactions during breeding season reveal surprising complexity. Males may track females across long distances, guided only by scent trails. In some species, multiple males compete, intertwining in slow, muscular contests that test endurance rather than aggression. The strongest wins the right to mate, passing on genes shaped by survival. Female pythons display one of the most remarkable behaviors among reptiles' maternal care. After laying her eggs, a female may coil around them for weeks, guarding them from predators. In colder climates, she can even shiver, generating heat through muscle contractions to incubate her clutch. This level of parental investment is rare in snakes and challenges the idea of reptiles as cold, unfeeling creatures. When the eggs finally hatch, the young emerge fully independent, tiny versions of the predators they will become. A python's daily life is ruled by energy conservation. During the heat of the day, it may retreat to burrows, hollow logs, or dense vegetation. At night, or during cooler hours, it becomes active, slipping through water with ease or climbing trees with slow, deliberate confidence. Many species are excellent swimmers, capable of crossing rivers and even ocean channels to reach new territories. This adaptability has allowed some pythons to thrive in unexpected places, including regions altered by human activity. Yet, even an apex predator has enemies. Young pythons are vulnerable to birds of prey, large mammals, and other reptiles. Eggs are at constant risk from monitor lizards, mongooses, and wild pigs. Adult pythons face fewer natural threats, but crocodiles, large cats, and humans remain dangerous adversaries. Habitat destruction and illegal wildlife trade have placed increasing pressure on many python species, turning ancient survivors into symbols of fragile ecosystems. One of the most surprising facts about pythons is their role as ecological regulators. By controlling populations of rodents and other small animals, they help prevent disease outbreaks and agricultural damage. Remove the python, and the balance begins to collapse. In places where pythons have disappeared, prey species often explode in number, leading to cascading consequences for vegetation and other wildlife. At the same time, pythons themselves can become invasive when introduced outside their native range. In environments without natural checks, their efficiency becomes a problem, not a marvel. This dual nature highlights an uncomfortable truth about wildlife. Power without balance can reshape entire ecosystems. Despite centuries of fear and myth, pythons are not monsters. They do not hunt humans as prey, and most encounters end without aggression if the snake is left undisturbed. Their calm, almost statuesque presence hides a complex creature shaped entirely by survival. Every scale tells a story of adaptation. Every movement reflects patience learned over geological time. As night falls over the forest, the python returns to stillness. Muscles relax, coils tighten slightly, and eyes remain open unblinking. Somewhere nearby, life stirs. A heartbeat quickens. Leaves rustle. And once again, the ancient equation of predator and prey is about to be solved. The python does not roar. It does not chase. It waits. In that silence lies its true power. A reminder that nature's greatest forces are often the quietest, and that survival is not always about speed or strength, but about timing, patience, and the unstoppable grip of evolution itself.